9 podcasts.
Welcome to Two Each Way. I'm Ross Stevenson. That bloke's Hamish McLachlan. Whatever your two is, please enjoy yourself. Thanks to Tap. But make sure you follow Two Each Way. Don't miss an episode, and email us at any time with a story or question. twoeachway@9.com.au. That's N-I-N-E. twoeachway@9.com.au. We love your emails. 3 ways to describe your weekend. Did fortune abandon you? Did you have a very good day? Or did you at the very least stand up? I stood up. Yesterday I stood up.
On a Tuesday?
Hot horse. Can I tell you a story later on about my favourite use of the word Tuesday?
Yeah.
I'll find it for you. I'm going to do it now. There's very little rebellion round in modern music, right? And it's all individual performers and there are no bands. And Noel Gallagher from Oasis was recently interviewed, and I said his interview involves my favourite use of the word ever, of the word Tuesday. In the radio interview, he said, there are no bands around now here because music companies don't like people who are mavericks. In the 90s, the Mavericks was Oasis, Primal Scream, and Blur, and we were Mavericks. Nowadays, record companies don't want the mainstream to be a load of blokes on drugs, drunk half the time, on a Tuesday.
I love this racing show. Just on music. I ran into a bloke this morning who said he went to Love Letter to Racing.
Music.
Love Letter to Music.
Yeah. 2 Fridays ago.
2 Fridays ago, and said it was unequivocally the best lunch he'd ever been to. Proceeded to show me a video of Bryony Dawson singing You're the Voice, the whole of the room singing it. And he said he went home with his wife 7 hours later and couldn't really think straight for 3 days. So well done. And he raised money also in the doing.
Yeah, raised money for Origin Youth Mental Health Charity. It's been something I've wanted to do for a long time. I've done the Love Letter to Footy for 9 years, but I've always wanted to do the Love Letter to Music. And it was a magical triumph. Russell Howcroft, Alan Howe, Bryony Dawson, Jane Gazzo and myself all read it, a Love Letter to Music, and it's a great deal of fun. Arguably the biggest laugh I got from my love letter was at the very start when I put something in unintentionally, and it got a very big laugh. I was talking about the difference between Anglican... See, I grew up as a choir boy singing Anglican church music, which is beautiful, and I was then going to talk about how dreadful Catholic church music is. And I said, for example, I recently had to attend the funeral of one of my former fathers-in-law. Anyway, should I put it up? Should I put my love letter to music up on this somewhere?
I love the fact that you grew up as an Anglican choir boy. If I said there's 19 things you can choose that Ross once was, that's not one of them that jumps out.
Well, how about this? I got a phone call 2 days ago from the ABC, who apparently have a television program called I Was Actually There, is the name of the program. And they rang me up and they said, we have a program called I Was Actually There, and we're doing one on Harold Holt's disappearance. Someone told me that you sang at his memorial service. And I said, yeah, I did.
So you remembered?
Yeah. So they're gonna interview me for it.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's the show. Good done.
Good horse racing show, isn't it? Okay, I stood up yesterday along with Hot Horse Herbie and a few mates, and Hawthorn supporting mates, and a few Hawthorn players.
Is this one that you own? Oh, right. Text message.
Yeah. No. Don't get ahead of yourself, grumpy. Got to be the first one in, don't you?
Yeah.
It was a trial.
Okay.
And he's a little horse trained by Chris Waller called Man of Worth.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're stuck! We're stuck!
Give it to me, I'm worth it.
Underneath them, making ground in Zane Baby. Needs an out though. Then Buster the dog, and the last one more than Bubbles. Around the home turn and Salt Spray the leader. Escalera El Fielo is in the middle, and wide is Man of Worth. And down the outside is In Zane Baby, followed up by Royston with something to offer. Inside the last 150, Man of Worth loomed up here. Went to the lead from Salt Spray. Man of Worth a neck in front, and Man of Worth is going to win the trial.
I just remembered something else. I won another trial during the week. with a horse called Capital Design.
Leviathan trial winner.
Oh, yeah, and I tell you what, Capital Design, did it win nice and easy?
Do you know what's incredible? I won a trial during the week as well.
Fair dinkum.
Beldari runs on Sunday at Traralgon.
Right.
Dean Lester, when he died, there was a foal on the ground that he'd bred, and a whole heap of it was put in. I don't know how much I own of it. The horse is now about 7, and it's going to have its first run on Sunday at Traralgon, assuming all things are equal.
I will find another reason to mention the great Dean Lester, now that you've said that, a little bit later on in the podcast about music and racing.
Was the race, the trial caller that just called Man of Worthome on the end of bad news, pre-trial? Never heard someone so flat.
Yeah, I know. He's just
Man of Worth gets by, wins by 2. Behind him was Ross, who's grumpy as shit. Big Beard's 3rd.
He's a bit like, is it the Swedish trot caller who's from South Africa?
Yes,
Oh, it's
and
going to
gets it
win.
wrong the whole time.
Yeah, it's going to win easily.
Oh, hang on.
Whoa, hello. Here comes Man of Worth. Yeah, what have you done?
Well, I had a bike that I dropped at Giant about 9 years ago. Finally, on the weekend, went to pick it up. I think it only needed a tyre pumped up, but the was bad. So I dropped it to Craig at Giant Bikes South Yarra. As I walk in, he goes, finally, eventually, he turns up. Anyway, he had a go at it. As I'm walking out of the shop with the bike, I look to the next race in Adelaide.
Looking at a race whilst wheeling a bike.
Yep.
200 metres to go, Sabatov running on as well, then eventually getting right to the outside. Talasay and Sabatov go to Kirkliston Blue, eventually he's coming on late. Sabatov eventually lunges, and she got them.
No.
It was unbelievable. He literally
Yeah, you're a
says,
billionaire.
finally, eventually. I was
You must be a billionaire.
I would if I didn't punt.
Right.
I'm only just scrapping shells together. So then that night, we have Big Beard that runs the podcast for us. The original Big Beard is a guy called Troy Lynch. I woke up on Sunday morning to a text message from Troy Lynch, who'd sent me a photo of a horse that had run in Huntingdon, which I think is in England. Anyway, the winner was obvious.
Mister! Get this off of me! Mister!
Mr. McLachlan leading from Good to Be Alive in second, then Forget the Way back in third place. Mr. McLachlan being driven out from Good to Be Alive, Static running on from the rear, but up towards the finish, Mr. McLachlan does enough.
Moral.
Wish I had known. Yeah.
Was it curry and rice?
I'm just checking that right now, actually, because I'd forgotten it was paid $5.20. Enough.
Hard to
be
get with a pick and
annoying.
shovel. All we need now is Mr. McLachlan to run against Hamish.
Yeah. You know what they'll do? Quinella.
Yeah, or exacto.
In what order?
Hamish McLachlan.
Correct.
Okay, emails, 2eachway@9.com.au. You and I have, for years now, received emails from a chap
Since
called...
that's racing.
Yeah, Aidan Bryson,
Yeah.
who we've never met.
Ripper, though.
We were talking about golf jokes last week.
This is very good.
Husband to wife. If I died, would you remarry? Wife. Oh, maybe. Husband. So there'd be another man sleeping on my side of the bed. Well, I suppose so. And another bloke driving my car. Well, yes. And using my golf clubs. No, he's left-handed. And he concludes every email now. This is a recent edition with weather fine, track fast.
So good. Tick.
Russell, I've just had a golf trip away with my 5 best mates, and in recent days, day 2 has become punting day when we put the racing channel on the TV and settle in for the day. Fortune had abandoned us in a big way at Caulfield, so we ventured to other locales. After a thorough study of the form, we settled on Ginger Sinner in race 7 at Morfordville. I'll leave it to Big Beard to edit the attached replay of the race, but it would be fair to say that there was a lot of standing up and sitting down in the last 200 or 300 metres.
My fellow gingers, the day of reckoning is finally upon us!
Ginger Sinner gets to the outside. Tano Rocket goes between runners. And then welcome to the show. It's hitting the lead. Ginger Sinner gets up alongside Texan Windstorm. Tano Rocket's back to third. Coming through now. It's Ginger Sinner. Welcome to the show. Starting to chime in. Getting through Texan Windstorm. Ginger Sinner. Texan Windstorm. Ginger Sinner. Total lifted it. And it won.
So good.
That's very good, because he had 2 challenges, not
Yep.
just one Ginger Sinner.
It's amazing how it's become vernacular. I stood up. You create things that become vernacular.
I stood up.
Somebody walked into the Giant store. I was telling Bidbeard while you were having your nails done earlier. Guy comes in, it's Saturday morning. He said, "What are we having our shoes on today?"
Yeah, magnificent.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Greg says the only thing he's got out of this podcast is to dispose of the form guide and work on omens.
Tick, Greg.
Well, tick. Totally.
Eventually.
He turned up 5 hours early. He turned up 5 hours early to the school Christmas carols last night. That made sense why no one else was there. So he turned to someone once told me that being punctual is overrated because he's found in his experience being punctual, there's no one else there to share the experience with you.
Everyone's late.
Turn to the Geelong Dogs. First bet, Chief Hamish. I assume that's the name of the dog. No third place. Next race, Snowball 1. So the Christmas carols.
Yep,
So
makes
snow
sense.
makes sense. Two shoes on the nose. Bang. Realised the carol started at 6. Took off and returned. Bored off my redactor. So I turned to Angle Park. Away in a manger being destroyed, and I see a little donkey running and dumped it all on the nose. Bang. Then he finds Far Out Lexi, which is the name of someone else's kid at the kids' carols. Good enough for me. Bang on Lexi. First day without the form guide, 8K up.
Oh, my God. Because he turned up early.
And, Tom, this is...
I love the last line. I look forward to returning it to centre in the next few days.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good. The money going back where it started, eh?
Yeah.
And this is invoking the spirit of Dean Lester. Tom says, my degenerate punting mate updated his email signature. I am told, inspired by our podcast, his email signature is, unless the ATM says insufficient funds, you ain't trying.
Very good.
Have you got a number?
I've got 3.
Oh, excellent.
So I sat down this morning at the coffee shop 2 doors down.
Yeah.
Bloke puts the thing down. He goes, that's your number. I looked at him. He goes, good pod.
No.
I said, 73. Yeah, my brother was born. He goes, and I looked over, and the next one over was 9. Patrick Cripps. We just went round every table. 23, Buddy.
Yeah.
33, Cyril.
Yeah.
So everyone just started talking around.
Oh, that's great.
Good fun.
Oh, yeah.
But he listens next door. I can't remember the name of the coffee shop. Well done. I got. What's your number? Big Beard said you're in car park 11. You're 500 to 1 to park in that car park.
Right.
Did I or didn't I?
You did.
I did. Jimmy Steins.
I just looked up at the rundown. It's the first time I've looked at it.
Neither are there.
Says Series 4, Episode 11, right?
Yep.
That's my mother's birthday.
Is it
4th of November.
11th?
Yep.
Okay. So car park 11 tip,
Yeah.
parked in it. So on car parks, yesterday, mate from the UK is out, Andrew Tucker. He said, can you have lunch? Yes. I don't drink much. I think I had 37 beers yesterday.
You're essentially a non-drinker,
Essentially a non-drinker. I had 37 beers, and he said, I need to meet someone at the Heroes Club. I'm staying with him. He's the treasurer of the Heroes Club on Clendon Road.
Yeah, that's the Toorak RSL.
I said, I'll come with you.
Yeah.
I end up at the Heroes Club. Bill Guest is running a board meeting as the president of the Heroes Club. For $902, I became a member of the RSL on Clendon Road. I then got an Uber home. This morning I went for my 6 a.m. walk. I walked down Park Street, down Domain Road, see Heidi, get a coffee, walk across the park. I look across the park. I said, that looks exactly like my car. I walk around the front of the car. It's got the same number plate as well. I didn't realise. So then I do the lap. I get home. I thought, God, I've got to go and see Big Beard and Roscoe. I grab my son's skateboard. I skateboard through Faulkner Park, over Toorak Road. My question is, how many times did I come off? 0, 1 or 2?
2.
0.
Wow. Good skills.
How many times did someone say, you're too old to ride that?
3.
Correct. That was unbelievable. You're too old to ride that. Fun.
Bill Guest, did you mention him?
He's a legend.
Billy Guest. I interviewed his sister once about, they've got Guest furniture, correct? And she said, well, Guest is a high volume business. And I said, yeah, I've heard, Bill. It's a high volume business, all right. I was on a plane once at the airport and there were passengers getting on and there was a bloke, I was sitting, well, admittedly, you don't meet anyone windswept and interesting in 37K, but I heard a bloke down the Aero Bridge. He wasn't even close to getting on the plane. I heard a voice and I said, that's Billy Guest.
And you could already hear him.
Yeah.
So last Saturday night, I was hosting a black tie thing for a building company who was turning 20. The Guest Furniture supply all of the furniture for the display homes.
There's no cash for comment in podcasts, is there? Clearly.
Have I mentioned the brand? I haven't mentioned the building company. But anyway, they said, could you just do a walk around and introduce a few people? I see Bill Guest. So I said, there's an easy, soft 2-minute chat with a very interesting bloke. I walk over, black tie dinner, everyone's sitting down. I said, there's Bill Guest. He sort of shook his head. I said, what's happening, Bill? I've just got one running at Sha Tin. So we watched the last 600 of a race at Sha Tin. That was the total interview. Yeah. No one thought it was unusual.
No.
Bill loves his punting.
No, don't you love Sha Tin? Oh. My number is 0.12. That may be what you were after in your 37 minutes. You were aware that at the Las Vegas Grand Prix last weekend, both McLaren cars were disqualified because there was an aspect of the construction of their car that was over the limit.
You'll be able to explain this to me. Do they change each race, do they, with that? So it was different from the previous Sunday?
Norris's car, Lando Norris, who's leading the World Championship, was disqualified. The wear on his car was 0.12 millimetres over the limit. That is narrower than the width of a human hair. What? 0.12, that's why 0.12.
So was it a mistake by the builder, or were they trying to get an edge?
Maybe someone could explain on the email. There we go.
Because how do they measure the human hair width? I mean, what are they measuring with?
Presumably with light.
No benefit of the doubt to the batsman there.
Yeah. And here's me.
And Piastri went as well, didn't he?
Piastri gone as well, so which actually works in Piastri's favour for them both to be right.
Because Norris doesn't gain.
Yeah.
So does Verstappen roll both of them in the end, or does one of them
He can.
How many left?
I actually don't know. Two?
Two, maybe.
Sounds about right. Would you rather?
Yes. Would you rather? Let me reach my phone. I did this at the Heroes Club last night. Would you rather? Good editing coming up for you, Big Beard. Would you rather, on the back of the heroics of Travis, would you rather have dinner with Travis Head or Travis Kelce?
Oh, please. She is way too good for him, that bloke. Way too good for him. Surely someone can intervene before that wedding takes place. Travis Head.
Okay.
You know, Travis Head won us a World Cup. Do you remember how he won us a World Cup?
No.
Some people would say, when he made the century. No, it was when he caught that Indian cricketer. He caught the bloke who was going to make 9 million runs against us in the one-day final, and he took a spectacular catch to get rid of him. Big Beard will now search up what was the important and the audio. You know, what was the important catch that Travis Head took in the World Cup? In the World Cup final.
Let's see it. How good is Big Beard? He's already got it up. His fast little fingers.
Oh, here we go.
He managed to have a player in close to stop the single, but he's made sure that Travis Head is right back on the perimeter. If he'd have been up, he had no price. He was on the perimeter covering that short ball. In the end, that is one of the great
Can we get it live? Can we get live
You've
commentary?
got no idea the importance of...
And who was the batsman? Does it say who it was? Was it, what's his name? I'll never forget him, old what's his name?
A miss-up, finally a miss-up. Could this be a moment? Could it? One of the great catches under pressure you will ever see.
Rohit Sharma?
My goodness gracious me. Is that a match turner? Australia might believe so. Sensational.
Unbelievable, Travis Head. Never easy running back over your shoulder.
Absolutely.
Beautifully
Glenn
driven.
Maxwell was bowling.
Absolutely turned the game was that catch. And then he comes out and I think makes 100. So I think it was Rohit Sharma.
Between the three of us, we've just watched it 5 times and can't work out who the actual batsman was.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Maxwell was bowling.
Would you rather?
Yeah, so back to this. Would you rather we win the Ashes?
You know what I said during the week?
No.
I've said it a couple of times now. I've been with someone. I said, listen, I've got a photograph of that. I'll just get it for you. And I said, this is where Hamish says, oh, my God, this is going to take forever. Robert Sharma. Confirmed.
Would you rather we win the Ashes from here, but the Hawks don't win a game in season 2026, or we lose the Ashes from here and the Hawks win the flag?
I think lose the Ashes and win the flag.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather be grumpy but be the best in the world at your job, or be really happy but largely be unemployable?
Oh, I think clearly the former. Clearly.
So stay as you are. Okay. Would you rather produce a child who takes the new ball for Australia or opens the batting for Australia?
New ball, I think. New ball.
I'd be so nervous watching
You'd be
my
so
kid
nervous.
bat.
See, bowlers get to make mistakes.
Yes,
Multiple
batsmen do not.
mistakes. Batsmen do not.
I interviewed Meg Lanning the other day, and she said something very interesting. She said, no matter how well you bat, you make 50 or 100, in the end, you generally get out. So your last moment is negative.
Yeah.
Because you hardly ever carry the bat through.
Yeah.
So he said, even if you had an amazing day, it ends badly.
Yeah. Good observation.
Well done, Meg. So you're bowling. Would you rather coach the Australian 11 or B11? I
would rather be 11.
Same.
Yeah.
Got to be good B11 again. That's
Yeah.
Indy's age.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind shaving a few off now. No, I wouldn't mind shaving 11 off now.
So,
Right.
so what would
There'd
that
be
get you
there'd
to?
be-
49
there'd be
or something.
There'd be improvements in aspects of my life. Would you?
There's always some self-clips.
Oh, yeah. No. Paul Keating, I think it said, always back self-interest. You know it's trying.
No, it's trying.
Yeah.
It's like Dennis Cometti. I think Jared Healy was talking about a player, and he said, "Oh, you'd love him kicking for your life." And Dennis Cometti said, "I'd take my mother. Not that she's a great kick, but you know she'd be keen to get it through."
Yeah, the great man. You done?
Yeah, no, that's it.
No, the only reason I ask is because I'll play my audio first because it shut up.
Big Beard's laughing now. He's like the third shooter on this thing.
My audio links in, and then yours will return it to horse racing. Right, okay.
It's unlikely. I don't think we've spoken about horse racing so far on this show other than the Giants bike led to a horse winning court eventually.
At one stage, England were one for, effectively, they're about 100 in front. Right, and I was up at my local wine bar, and I'm sitting there, and I got my head buried in my phone watching the cricket, and all of a sudden, I look up at the barman, and I go, hold the finger up. I've got one out, 2 for. And I go, oi, another one out, 3 for. Another one, 4 for. This is getting good. Your colleague, James Brayshaw, your colleague from Channel 7, calls cricket on Triple M. So they're 4 for, I think. And then Scott Boland comes in to bowl to Joe Root, who is 8.
From Root, in comes Stark again.
He's knocked him over! Inside edge! Castle gone! Root's out! Australia are back in it! What the hell? Unbelievable scenes! 5 for 76. This game has turned on its head.
And he's in the com box was the bloke from South Australia I like a lot.
Blewett?
Yeah, Greg Blewett.
He's a ripper.
And Mark Taylor.
Good combo.
But, you know, when he played the dreadful shot.
Inside edge, knocked his castle over. And do you know what Brayshaw does? He basically commentates as if he was on the couch at home with all of his mates.
Yeah.
It just sort of happens to be on air.
Well done, James. That was very exciting.
Yes.
Good call.
Not doing frame of market. Oh, no. So good call. This is... Do you know, Sam Kennedy, who's a listener, goes, what happened to good call? He said it was my favourite segment. I said, well, that's a slap in the face to me, but also great acknowledgement of how lazy Ross is. The 7 minutes that it takes to frame a market can't be found in between sleeping and talking to the barman about how many wickets the Aussies have just taken. All right, so this you need to watch this, and Big Beard needs to send it out to our family on socials. But I want you to tell me, if you're backing the horse that's leading, Roscoe, this is in Mauritius.
Yeah.
Campbell Brown sent this to me, whether you think it was fair how this race ended if you were on the leader.
Fausse lancé par Alvinho Roy. Rochester, ça mène dangereusement à l'extérieur. Il y a la chute d'Alvinho Roy avec Alpen Horn.
Jockey's fallen off.
Fallen off. Go back one time, Big Beard.
Yeah, sorry, I need to look again. Here we go.
Just watch him dislodge himself.
Alvinho Roy. Rochester, ça mène dangereusement à l'extérieur. Il y a la chute.
What's the French for jumped off?
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So he's.
Do you know what tipsters are called in the Mauritius form guide? Because Hot Horse Herbie, I think, went to Mauritius and bought me back a form guide. They are a prognosticateur. Prognosticateur.
Well, if you were a prognosticateur and you'd tip this horse to win and that happened, you'd be pretty flat. And if you'd backed it and it was the last leg of your multi, that guy's now in jail. I think. We should be.
How many? It should do a frame of market on the number of names possible for a jail. There's a JAIL, a GAOL, a correctional facility, a youth justice centre, and just a good old prison.
Prison.
We believe in the premise that I was trying to explain this to someone yesterday.
You got no good call. Oh, that was James Brayshaw.
Yeah, no, that was James Brayshaw. I was trying to explain yesterday that I'm not really a punter, not much of a punter, but I just love horse racing, and primarily because the people involved in it are interesting. Because it's a industry of chance. We believe in the premise that horse racing is never boring, so each week we find someone interesting in and around and adjacent to racing. This week, and we never know who it is, Big Beard lines this up, this week's interesting person is a listener, Julie, about a determined punter who demonstrates the ability to achieve anything if you want it enough.
Hi Ross and Haim, love the people's horse. I have an interesting racing person for you, a friend, let's call him Deep Throat, who has a million racing stories. There is one in particular that I think you would be interested in that involves a betting plunge on a jumps race at regional racecourses in the UK. Throw in a physical altercation between two jockeys, brothers, on a ferry headed home to Ireland post-race, and betting agencies on their knees, and it's a story for the ages. Maybe not suitable for the podcast. Deep Throat is an interesting character who has travelled the world and seen plenty of race courses in his life. He won his first quaddie $8,000 at age 11 and bought his dad, retired Flemington Rails bookie, a teletext TV to show live racing's odds from the comfort of his lounge room, circa 1987. Following on from the TV purchase, he then investigated the possibility of getting a live racing feed. In those days, you could only watch the races from a pub or from a smoke-filled tab outlet. Deep Throat's father had recently recovered from a triple bypass and subsequently no longer smoked, so that was no longer an option. Undeterred, Deep Throat and his father discovered a little-known fact. Sporting clubs were also eligible for live race feeds. All they needed was a satellite dish on the roof and 3 paying members. Voila! The McFarlane Street Sporting Club was born with Mum, Dad, and Deep Throat being the first and only paid-up members. Mum hated that dish on her roof. Happy punting.
Good on you, Julie.
Julie's on fire.
Absolute fire.
I was just thinking about Deep Throat, so I Googled it.
That's dangerous.
Howard Simons was the managing editor of the Post during Watergate. The Washington Post editors dubbed the secret informant Deep Throat, alluding to both the deep background status of his information and the widely publicised 1972 pornographic film Deep Throat.
Real name Mark Felt? Was that the name?
Was he the informant?
Yeah, eventually his name was released. They had all sorts of famous people that they thought it was.
Mark Felt.
Mark Felt.
31 years after Nixon's resignation and 11 years after Nixon's death, Mark Felt, who at the time had been Deputy Director of the FBI, revealed through an attorney that he was Deep Throat.
Yeah.
How do you remember all this stuff?
Played in a movie by Liam Neeson. I found one. This is always back self-interest, you know it's trying. The love letter to music. You can see my love letter to music at 3aw.com.au, or a Big Beard may work some magic. I don't know the answer to that. But it does contain swearing.
Is that the Mick Jagger story?
Mick Jagger
14
story.
out of 10, the Mick Jagger story.
Yeah, he's it was good. I followed that with a story of, apart from the rebellious, I'll tell you what, can you find it? In 2006, I said I loved the rebelliousness of the Stones, right? Because I don't have a rebellious bone in my body, so I got them to do it vicariously for me. In 2006, the Stones played the halftime entertainment at the Super Bowl. And in the preparation for the event, the NBC sent along a preppy reporter in a beautiful suit and tie to interview Mick. And one of the questions he said to Mick was, "So, has it always been a dream of yours to play at the Super Bowl?" Mick didn't even look up. Not really. Loved it.
I don't know where
You'll find it, Big Beard. You'll find it.
I don't know whether I've told you. So Snoop Dogg was out for the grand final, and I had to do an interview with him. And I was told that it really needed to be. I needed to be on time. And we walked in. There was really only a sort of a 19-minute window. To do it. I asked him, "Why is it a 19-minute window?" He said, "Well, at that point in time, we'll have gone from the car, done an interview with afl.com.au, and he needs to have a smoke every half hour. So by that stage, it'll be 11. So you've got."
We're not talking about a Stivo.
No, we're not. He's got, but it was sort of like they weren't saying it's sort of 38 or 39. It's like By the time it's 30, he'll just walk out. So it was quite interesting. I've found one.
Yeah.
Morning Wars. I watched the first 3 series of Morning Wars on a flight on the way home from Europe. Could not stop. I've only just got into series 4 in the last 72 hours. I cannot stop watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's just got lots of twists and turns and drag me in.
My own observation about Morning Wars is the actual television show that they actually present themselves, the morning television show.
No good.
It's dreadful.
Terrible.
Right.
Horrific.
Like, so formulaic and bore. And they do what you used to do before you become the superstar on television. I mean that.
Read every single line.
I cannot believe when I turn on television and they'll have, what do they call it, a two-header or something, with a male and a female presenter, and the male will read one half of a sentence.
She'll finish it.
And
vice versa. It's literally how they do it.
What's the point of that?
Yeah.
How boring is it?
Well, I think I walked in on the end of your show this morning. You guys just roll and riff and do what you want to do. And it's got creative license and you can have an idea.
Yeah.
They cannot.
No.
At all.
Just sack half the producers. Right?
Another question for you on series. Somebody said to me last night, have you seen Slow Horses?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is it
elite?
Good?
Oh, it's elite.
Okay. They said you have to and you will love. I haven't seen it.
Gary Oldman. I've got, if I was doing a race call, it's getting Matty Hill to do, what do we get Matty Hill to do a race call about who is the best actor in the world?
Yes.
And
Who you Denzel's $1.90.
You're your career best. It's $1.90 Denzel, $1.95 if that's possible, Gary Oldman.
Is Oldman in the frame?
Gary Oldman's in Slow Horses. Yeah, Gary Oldman's definitely in the frame. But I got Denzel. Do you know they're making Equalizer 4
T6
and 5?
Well, they only made 3, have they?
They only made 3 so far.
I know I hardly ever have a difference of opinion with you. You think that Equalizer is
superb,
top 5 of all time. I'm surprised they got a second one out. Maze they got a third, and I think they now have a laugh with 4 and 5.
Gee whiz! I'm going to make his life misery. Find me the scene in Equalizer 3 in the restaurant where he's sitting there quietly having his dinner, and the mafia thug comes in and starts sort of menacing the whole, the whole place shuts down because this bloke's just a horrible mafia lout. And he looks around and...
What if you earned airline miles on your everyday...
We've got the ad before Denzel.
Hey, this will be good.
Oh, come on, Big Beard, you're on fire. Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
He's very good, Denzel.
This is good.
He's actually $1.60.
It'd be about there.
Is that a Timex? No. It's a movie.
So, no, it's back it up before that.
Yeah. 3 weeks ago, we wouldn't be having this conversation, but I'm here now. I'm really beginning to like this place and the people. I'm starting to believe from the bottom of my heart that this is where I'm supposed to be. So, whatever it is that you and your friends do, please do it somewhere else. Really? You warning me? I'm preparing you.
That's my favourite.
You
warning me? I'm preparing you.
There's also one, I think it's Equalizer 1, where he's on a train at the start. They might be in Turkey or something.
It's 2.
It's 2.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, it's elite. It's
Yeah.
Turkey. Well done. It's a train in Turkey. Oh, goodness me. How'd we get onto that? With thanks to Tab, we have Pythagoras' 3, each week highlighting 3 different
Have we
races.
mentioned one thing about racing?
I don't think we have. Each week highlighting 3 different races in the weekend ahead. Pythagoras considered the number 3 to be the perfect number, representing harmony, wisdom and understanding. And, of course, the great Nikola Tesla believed 3, 6 and 9 were... He thought that the universe could be unlocked through the numbers 3, 6 and 9. And I was talking to a lady yesterday who knows a Serbian, and I said, I've been to Belgrade Airport. And I flew from Belgrade Airport. The reason being, Belgrade Airport is Nikola Tesla Airport. And I caught a plane from Belgrade. You texting your mum or something? I caught a plane from Belgrade Airport to Podgorica, which is the capital of Montenegro. And, you know, you walk down the Aero Bridge and you go to get on the plane and you look on the side of the plane and the plane has a name, such as, you know, Gulf of Carpentaria or the McLachlan family or something like that. I'm walking onto the plane and I look and the name of my plane is Novak Djokovic.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's the Novak Djokovic.
We've had Dawn Fraser and we've had probably had Herb Elliott. And so just on the air bridge, I told you a story the other day that a bloke, as I was checking or doing something, he said, I was checking the security, he said, you off to Perth to watch the races? And I wasn't, I was going somewhere else. I said, where are you going? He said, I'm off to watch Mate's horse, Western Empire and the Railway last weekend. And the week before, I'd told you a story about how James Blunt had sent a text to Gil and Laura saying, come and watch me rock, and Watch Me Rock won. They Quinella'd the race. Watch Me Rock and Western Empire. I didn't have $1 on it.
Did Western Empire run second?
Yes.
Damn. Because that was my tip last
It
week.
was. You had $1 million on it.
I had $1 million on it because of your description of being at a urinal where there were 10 urinals and you were in barrier 1 and another bloke came in for a wee and stood at barrier 2. Like, that's a criminal offence. So every week in the major race, such as the Winterbottom Stakes in Perth this weekend, I'm just having $500,000 on barrier 1 and $500,000 on barrier 10.
Sport Australia Hall of Fame last Monday night. I go to the bathroom. Barrier 1 was available. Bloke was down in about 7. Guy comes in, goes into number 3, says, given your space.
Did he?
Yep. Given your space.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
So this week's races are the Winterbottom Stakes in Ascot, Group 1, the Zipping Classic at
For $1
Caulfield.
million, how many times did Zipping, Lloyd's horse, win the Sandown Classic? So it was renamed the Zipping Classic.
3, I reckon. Are you holding up 4 fingers?
I'm giving you a steer.
4?
Yeah.
Gee, that's a lot, isn't it, eh?
4.
And the Festival Stakes, Group 3 at Rose Hill. For expert tips and great offers, head to the Tab app.
Just so you know, Emotional Insurance gets set. I sent Big Beard some audio. I sent you some audio. They're waiting for a softer track. Won't be running this week. I think December 13, there's a $500,000 race for Wycliffe. Just have some in the pre-post markets. They're putting blinkers on. They're putting a tongue tie on. One-eyed winkers. He's having some laser surgery on his eyes so he can see where he's going. He's got a Zimmer frame. Everything is going to be set.
He's 14 years old. They've worked out.
He's 2 years older than you.
They're putting blinkers on for the first time and he's 14.
He will fly. December 13, Emotional Insurance.
There was an Emotional Insurance crying out to be done last week and I forgot it. That was to back England to win the first test in Perth. Right? Because that's classic Emotional Insurance. Because they get beat, who cares? Because you delirious. It's a fill-up because Australia win.
Developed print. So I thought, well, I've been letting everyone down. I haven't been doing the developed print. I go and grab Andrew Rule's latest book, 10 Greatest Horse Races in Australian Racing. I read the chapter on Phar-Lap. I get a yellow post-it note, put it on the page, have dinner with my children. This morning, after realising I don't have a car, things got a bit sort of wayward, and I grabbed a skateboard and left it behind. So I say to Big Beard, is there a copy of Ruler's book here? Yeah, Ross will have one. Then I realised I'd stolen your copy. And I said to you, is there another copy? You said Scorcher has a copy. So I go and see Scorcher. Scorcher is one of your brilliant producers. He says, yeah, it's just here. Opens up a packet. And he said, is Andrew Rule's name Nick Croydon? I said, no. He goes, well, this is the wrong book. He said, actually, Damien Tardio's got it. So I walk over to Damien Tardio. He goes, I've taken it home. Mum's reading it.
Right.
So I said, where's the book? He goes, we don't have a copy.
Well, interestingly, you say that. Andrew Rule and John Sylvester wrote the Chopper books, which was officially the most shoplifted book in Australia.
True.
True. The most shoplifted book in Australia.
How many Chopper books were there? We did this
Over
the
10.
other day.
It'd be over
and
10.
you haven't seen the movie Chopper?
Never.
Never.
I don't know.
The best lines of all time talks about the cash. Have you ever heard Chopper going looking for the cash?
It's no cash robbo.
Have you heard this?
Yeah.
You've not seen the movie?
No, just because Damien plays it on the breakfast show all the time.
Oh.
Here, there's no cash.
How you holding for cash? I'm a bit bloody broke.
Listen, mate. What are you talking about?
Cash.
There's no cash here. Here, there's no cash, all right? Cash, no. Robbo?
Fantastic. Follow 2 Each Way wherever you get your podcast. Thanks to Tab. And email us, please, 2eachway@9.com.au, and whatever your 2 is, Enjoy.
No cash. Robbo, no cash.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website